Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Mine. It's Friday, the 15th of July. Paul, how are you doing today?
I am well, thank you. And a bright sunny day out.
Yep. Right, we've got another busy day of mining news. Let's start with one of our Shanghai Mining Club members, Cerrado Gold, who's come up with Q2 production figures.
Yes, that's right. On the back of the announcement they had yesterday, today they have their gold production numbers out for their Minera Don Nicolas producing mine, which is in Argentina. Gold equivalent production 11,600 ounces in the second quarter, and that's in line with their guidance for between 45 and 55,000 ounces in total for the year. They say that operations have pretty much stabilized at this point because they have gotten some control again on the delivery of explosives and spare parts. The Calendrius heap leach development at the Don Nicolas mine now is on track to begin construction in Q3. But because of the main production here is shifting over to three new production areas for the main mill, there will be a drop in head grade of about 10% through the mill in the third quarter to about 3.5 grams gold, they think, from 4 grams. So they do expect it, though, to normalize back to regular rates by the end of this year. So steady state production here from Minera Don Nicolas, and consistently the mill performing above estimates of 1,100 tons per day. So looking real solid as they go into this new mine development in Brazil.
Yeah, solid performance. And although we talked a bit earlier this week about how gold producing or equities for gold producers have fared recently, and I think Cerrado's another one that's where the share price is a bit under pressure because of the gold price not necessarily reflecting that operational performance.
Yes, that's right. And it doesn't help with in the production sequence for them to have this appears to be a temporary fall in milling grade as well.
Right, American Lithium, that's another VSA client. Obviously, we cover them for research. They've come up with 5 drill hole assays today, diamond core from their Nevada project. It's been a while since we've had some news out from Nevada. So what do you think, Paul?
Yes, here this is infill and extension drilling on the TLC lithium clay deposit they have just north of the town of Tonopah. American Lithium being TSX listed player in the lithium space. These are real good grades and better than expected thicknesses than what they were doing at the time of drilling. Better than 800 ppm and better, and thicknesses of better than 50 meters on the mineralization. Most of the intervals reported at between 50 meters and 100 meters depth beginning. I wanted to point out specifically here that the plan map position of these drill holes is such that 4 of the 5 are right at the boundary between the indicated and inferred in the modeling that had been done in the previous resource statement. So this will move more mineralization into indicated, which makes it eligible for the reserve and mine planning statement coming up in the future here. And the 5th hole is an infill hole, but it's in a position that guarantees that it would not have left a gap in the indicated or reserve model in that particular position. So good results here for American Lithium.
Yeah, and that east side is quite different from a stratigraphic point of view. That's been known for some time, but it's good that these results have confirmed it. That the eastern portion of the resource, there's I think 3 fault lines that run through, and on the east of those, the lower claystone, which is much higher grade, or the highest grade of the 4 lithium-bearing stratas, is much thicker over there, and these results have proven that.
And that's the indicated area they'll probably want to put the starter pit on in order for quick capex payback when they get it built.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right, moving away from small cap, Rio Tinto have come out with Q2 production figures.
Yes, it is, and they reported aluminium production was well off on the quarter by down 10% or so, and down on the half year by about 9%. Mostly flat across their other commodities that they produce. With the copper output was the standout on the plus column with 7% and 9% growth on the quarter and half year respectively. The Pilbara iron ore operations also made a good performance here as the Gudai-Darri new iron ore mine gets underway with its first production. It'll be ramping up its total production rate into 2023 here. Pilbara operations altogether produced just under 79 million tons in the second quarter, which was 4% higher on year basis. One of the interesting things on guidance they indicated here was that their diamond production will be down by at least 500,000 carats from what they had first predicted. It will be no more than 5 million carats, and pointing out for investors that just in the last week or two, they had also announced that they were pausing any further investment in the Fort Corn joint venture with Star Diamonds, pending a project to review there. So it's rather uncertain as to what Rio Tinto intends at this point as far as their participation in the mining market and the diamond market at this point.
Mm-hmm. And let's finish off with Barrick as well. They also had a similar announcement yesterday.
Yes, they did. Also, second quarter production results there, and we're looking in Barrick's specific case, 101.04 million ounces of gold produced for a rise of 4%, and 120 million pounds of copper produced in the second quarter, and that's a rise of 18% on the copper space here. They received some average prices here in the second quarter of $1,871 per ounce for gold, and the market price for copper in the quarter was $4.32. So they feel that they're on track in order to meet all of their 2022 gold and copper production guidance.
Well, there we go. Paul, thanks for your thoughts. Have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
Okay, see you then.